Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Jack. Jack is from England in the UK. So let's see what Jack has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Hello.
Hello Jack, how are you?
Good, you?
I'm very well, thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time for the interview today. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
So tell me, how's your day been so far?
Pretty lazy, to be dead honest. Very lazy, not gonna lie. What about you?
It's been good, yeah. It's been great in London. The weather is good, it's not too hot, and it's cool. It's kind of fresh, a little breeze as well around, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Jack, so tell me, where are you from before we start the game?
I'm from a town called Waltham Cross, which is in Hertfordshire. Not born, not raised. So.
And what's the best part of living there, in your opinion?
My opinion, it's very close to. It's got very good public transport, so you could go to many different locations with pretty much very little problem. That's what I would say.
How far is from London?
Probably about not very far because it's very near the East End. So probably from central London, maybe 40 minutes drive. Something
Okay.
like that.
Okay, so it's not too far.
Right.
And what do you do for a living, Jack?
I'm an actor. That's what I do.
Amazing. So tell me a little bit about your career as an actor.
My career was kick-started, I should say, by a Facebook post from my sister who tagged me in a Netflix casting call, and I auditioned for the main role. I didn't get it, and then 3 months later, the casting company said, we need someone to fill in this role, and I did the audition in Leicester Square, and then 3 days later said, you got the job. And that's how it started. And since then, I've been doing just random little short films, pretty much. So that's how it started.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. And how long have you been acting for?
Only since last October.
So it's recently in your life, the acting career.
Yes.
Very good. Right, Jack, so are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Yes, I am.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. Run the fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to get a bit in the mood before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, Jack, from England. Before we start the game, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly.
Okay.
Cool. Right, easy question. Do you have any nicknames?
Yes, unfortunately. Jackie Wacky. Those are the ones that are from my childhood. Ronald Weasley from Harry Potter. That's because if I grow my beard out, it turns ginger, which is amazing. Uncle Fester from the Addams Family, because when I used to have my head shaved when I was a child, when I used to smile, I used to go like this. And that reminded them of Uncle Fester. I think that's it, or at least that's the ones that are the most embarrassing ones that I can remember.
And which one do you like the most, or which one do you like? It sounds good when you listen to it, when you hear it.
Believe it or not, probably Uncle Fester, because it's such a childhood nickname. It gives me memories, and I don't really get called that anymore. I just usually get called and said that I look like my mum, which I don't know which one is worse. But the point is Yeah, I think Uncle Fester is probably the best one because it's probably the most true.
And you mentioned before that you have one sister.
Oh yeah, I have a sister and I have two brothers.
Oh, big family. Are you the youngest, the oldest, the middle?
Second eldest.
Second oldest. Amazing. Very good. Second question. Let's do it, Jack. Amazing. I can see you like dancing. Amazing. Right. Next question is, what was the biggest punishment have you ever received?
I think probably biggest one that I remember was probably getting refused to go out where everyone else was allowed to go out as a child because I did something naughty or not very nice the previous day. I believe it was rather a circus or going to my aunt's. It was one of those two things. And back then, because I used to live way in the middle of nowhere, going to my aunt's who lived in London, that was a big deal. So I think that was the biggest punishment probably.
Naughty boy at the time. Next question, let's do it. Okay, Jack, before the next question, tell me, what do you like the most about being an actor? What is the most joy of it?
The collaboration of working with other people while creating something, because every single set is different. They're never the same. And the characters that you play and how they interact is usually never one of the same unless you're repeating the character. So in my opinion, I think that it's an amazing thing just to act truly in a circumstance, although it's not real. You're bringing it to life at the same time, and you're doing it with all different people, and you're doing it in a completely different environment each time.
I see. And of course, there's always a challenging part as well. What that would be?
Challenging part, probably my stage fright. I have a big problem where I don't like being very emotionally vulnerable because, you know, I'm English. So I think the biggest challenge I have with my acting is my ability to come out of my shell. That's something I still have problems with, if I'm dead honest.
There was any moments through your career that you forgot the lines or something went wrong, something that you're not expecting? If you can share.
I forgot my lines. Actually, it's one that's embarrassing. When I was doing the Netflix film, I was sitting. We were in this drum circle because that's how my scene starts. And in front of me, when I was trying to say my line that I forgot, was somebody who acted in Deadpool and somebody who acted in The Walking Dead. So I was like, and although thank God the cameras weren't rolling, yeah, they were. It was pretty embarrassing. I was not expecting, but it was all right in the end.
I see. All right. Next question for you is, what have you learned during the first lockdown in 2020? Something that you've learned through the process? Not to take medical workers or anyone that works for the public for granted. Because my aunt is actually a mental health nurse, and seeing the stuff that she had to go through with everything with COVID going on, and then having to work with in the middle of COVID where people, you know, because it's a hospital, things spread around quickly, and seeing my aunt having to go through that and my uncle being quite scared of it, and they're both, although they're not incredibly old, they are approaching 60, so
to see that made me recognise that I shouldn't take anything or anyone, especially people who work for the better of the public, for granted.
I see. Very good point. Saying that, Jack, when everything started in 2020 in March, I remember when the world literally went upside down. When you look back through that process, what's the positive message that you took out of that challenging journey, personally for you?
At that point, I think the biggest challenge was not being able to explore my life in the sense of I couldn't really do anything outside of emergency shopping and eating. And I know that sounds quite materialistic, but I was at that time trying to get on with my life because I was just turning an adult, and I came out of a phase where I was in a very dangerous sort of situation. So I think the biggest point that I struggled with was the fact that I also saw other people panic and suffer, and I don't think the media helped with that, is the fact that I could not live my life in a way that was meaningful to me.
I see. Yeah, I think all of us, we went through tough times at the time. The not knowing was a bit difficult to understand. There was, as you said about the media, there was so much information come along every day, and sometimes it was overwhelming to take all this information. You're not prepared. But looking back, I think all of us kind of went through that, and now we are, getting ourselves back to our normal life again. No way. Ready for another one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay, Jack from England. Next question is, what is your funniest memory of a date that you had?
I'll be completely honest, I've only ever had one date in my life.
How was that date? How was that date? Was unexpected? Can you share? How did it happen?
The date happened, I actually arranged it when I was on holiday. I was on holiday, and then I messaged someone who I knew was the same orientation as I was. And I called them and I said, let's just hang out in Clacton-on-Sea. And so we did all night. And we did a lot of things, played in arcade like children. We went to McDonald's because obviously I'm fat. And it was a very good date, and I plan to do more with this person. So yeah, it was a good one.
Amazing. And people watching the interview, would you like to go on a date with you? What this person must have and what this person must not have?
Open-mindedness, ability to adapt, ability to make friends afterwards if it doesn't go all to plan. Physical things I would recommend is some what else? I would also say bring money with you, obviously. That's kind of a stupid one, but yeah, I would also say not to bring with you is a bad attitude. I would suggest not to expect the other person to take over or to pay for everything, because I don't know about you, but I'm a sort of masculine person. I don't like people doing stuff for me, but just don't try to set your expectations to a point where you feel like it has to go a certain way and a certain way only. See,
all right. The message out there.
Nice.
Next question, let's do it. Jack, before the next one, tell me, as a child, growing up, who was your inspiration for acting, actor and actress?
For me, it was probably Marilyn Monroe, and it was also another big inspiration was Kathy Bates and Lauren Bacall. Marilyn Monroe because the sense of style and the fact that she was one of the greatest actresses of the 20th century, because that persona of the dumb blonde was completely created and her look was so sharp, it was unreal. But in reality, under all of that, she was a fantastic, intelligent woman. As for Lauren Bacall, she has such tenacity in the sense of her own, she's so confident in herself, and in every role that she plays, it's clear to me that she really knows that person, and she's just incredible, I think. And Kathy Bates is just absolutely amazing. She's a brilliant actress, completely believable, and should get more Oscars, but that's just my opinion. And the reason why they inspired me is just because they're all incredible women that completely know what they're doing.
I see. Good one. Next question is, describe yourself in 3 words.
Unpredictable, full of, oh wait, no, that's classy, and respectful.
The second one was classy, you said?
Yeah, so somebody who's full of class.
Oh, nice one. Next question, let's do it. Right, what is your spirit animal?
Spirit animal? Oh, a panda, I think, because I can just sit and eat and eat and eat, and I look cute and I don't do anything. So that's what I would say.
Have you ever seen a real panda in your life?
No, unfortunately, there's only one zoo in the UK that has them, so no, I haven't.
No, me neither, actually. When I watch those videos on YouTube, they like jumping around, it's just so sweet, so beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Full of energy, beautiful.
It's the only animal that can wrestle your leg and you're completely fine with it. So, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Next question, let's do it. Before the next one, when you decide to start a career as an actor, did you have the support of your family?
Oh, yes, 100%. Because I have a cousin that was in a feature film in the 90s, and my mother acted on stage as a child, and my maternal grandmother also produced theatre stage works. So yes, very much so. Nobody had a problem there.
Very good. Next question is, if you could have a cup of tea, with a fictional character, who that would be and why?
With a fictional character, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, that's good. I would probably say Deadpool, because I think he's absolutely wonderful, and yeah, I fancy him. But the point is that yeah, he's awesome. He's great, and he's like everything that a superhero basically needs to be, in my opinion. So yeah, that's who I would have a cup of tea with or do anything with. But yeah.
What would be your first question to him?
Will you ditch your girlfriend and go out with me? No. Serious question. Probably, how do you deal with all the stuff that you've been through while remaining so charismatic and yourself?
Wow, good one. Very good. Did you watch, which one do you prefer, the first one or the second movie? Which one is your favorite?
The second, because that's the one I have the fondest memory of watching in the cinema.
Oh, good one. Next question, Jack. Let's do it. Okay, Jack from England. Next question is, which question you wouldn't have an answer for?
Why have you not fully come out of your shell yet? Because I really don't know the answer to that question, and it's an honest question. Yeah, it's something, like I said before, I struggle with, and I don't know why I struggle with it, but I'm still trying to figure that out for myself.
Saying that, what do you think? What do you think it's missing, or what do you think it's difficult for you to totally come out of your shell? What's when you analyze yourself about it? What do you think it's holding you back?
The way how I look and act, because I used to get judged quite a lot as a child, and I had this very sort of typical mainstream mindset of what should be and what shouldn't be, and that's because of what happened in my school. I'm not saying that my school was bad; it's just different incidences here and there, and I still believe in them, which I know I shouldn't as an adult. I should let them go, but that's probably the main contributor to it.
Totally understand your point. I think those, let's say, traumas in childhood, at school, I think it's so funny how we carry those with us. It's so funny how we still, even an adult, we still have those in the back of our minds. And it's so difficult to let it go, even though we are aware of it. But I believe that just the fact that we know already is halfway of the journey to get there. You know what I mean? And I think those things, Jack, comes naturally. One point, you're just gonna wake up, you're gonna go like, oh my God, it's over now. I don't have those anymore. And I think it comes with age, with experience, with time as well. When we start to get more experience in life, and when we realize that we're not gonna please the whole world. So
that's great advice.
Next question, let's do it. Next question for you is, what is a significant event that has changed you?
Oh, wow. I believe outside of the start of my film career, I think probably realizing the fact that I could actually love someone, and that came through meeting someone when I was in college, because I didn't believe that I had the capacity to actually fall for someone, and I did. So that impacted me the most, because it told something about myself that I had no idea was even true.
Interesting. Jack, I have 3 questions left for you, okay? Let's do it.
Oh.
But before the next question, let's say you have the opportunity right now to act, okay, with someone in a movie. Who that would be? To share a scene in a movie.
Oh, wow. It would probably be Johnny Depp, to be honest. I know. And that is because it's just fine. I feel like we've got a lot of interests. I feel like he knows what he's doing. and he could help me. And if it was for a woman, it would be Marion Margulies, which is a large woman, large actor who is quite boisterous, but she's absolutely brilliant. And she has such knowledge, and she seems to love to learn as well. And that is the two people that I would probably share a scene with.
Very good. Next question is, what is something you always want to do but you're scared of?
Going to a nightclub.
Why?
Because I'm at one point, right, I do like music. You can see I like music and dancing and all that. But another thing is that because like I don't drink, believe it or not, I feel like people are going to come up to me and just offer me drinks, which usually is a good thing. But to me, it's it's like no thanks. But another reason is because like I have quite limited interactions with people outside of my family, which is something I need to get used to. But yeah, but I want to do it. It's just I don't know when.
Very interesting. It will happen one day for sure. 2 questions left for you. Let's do it, Jack. But before the next question, tell me, through your career, tell me the moments when you thought, okay, that was a moment for me to remember, when you were acting something that you go like, okay, I was born to be an actor. There was a moment?
Yeah, that moment was being on the set of the Netflix film. The experience on the set was absolutely lovely. It was absolutely brilliant. Every actor knew their lines, every actor knew what they were doing. And the pinnacle point for me was definitely about the fact that I remember this very well. I remember giving some cast members thank you letters because they helped me. And then after they said it's a wrap for Jack Minton and this person, I hugged and shook hands with the director and all the members of cast and all that. And I went home in my chauffeur taxi and I went to my trailer, sat down and said, I can't believe I've done this. And it was a pinnacle point because I knew that I could actually do something in my life.
Very good. Next question is, what is the most difficult thing have you ever done?
Definitely come out. You know what I mean by that, right? Coming out of the closet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was more scared than a deer in headlights because, not because I want to say again, it's not because of my family. They're very, very open to all that. It's because, again, you pick up these thoughts as a child that this is normal, this is not normal. And I was afraid of being sort of treated differently in a negative way by mostly friends. But I just remember I came in one day and I said to the headmaster, out of all people, I just said, you know what, I'm gay. I just said it to the headmaster, the principal. And then after that, yeah, it was easier after that.
And the day when you came out, did something happen or you just went like, okay, that's the day, I'm just gonna be my true self, or did something happen? You just felt comfortable coming out?
I just said, okay, this is it. I can't be bothered to hide it anymore. I hid it for a long time. My family knew it because it was obvious, but yeah, I just couldn't deal with the hiding anymore. I just said, oh, and just did it. So
very good. I think when you just speak out about, you just take this heavy thing from your shoulders, isn't it? You feel free. You feel like, my God, that's me. That's who I'm meant to be. Ready for the last one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay, Jack, but before the last question, people watch the interview. Would you like to start a career as an actor? Yeah? What would be your best piece of advice?
Experience, learn, and more experience. I would suggest going straight into community theatre. I would suggest getting professional headshots, and I would also scour any people on sort of Facebook groups or whatever, the student films, to get that piece of what do you call it, the film reel, I'm sorry, the reel, your show reel, and build up a good quality CV. And then once you've got enough footage, then I would suggest trying your best to maintain your status as an actor by trying to go into something bigger. But the most important thing is you have to keep taking classes and more, even accent classes. That's a very good thing, because that means you've got more stuff under your belt. And focus also on your other skills, because they can also be used very well in different projects.
Very good. Last question for you is, what's the best gift have you ever received, and from whom?
Best gift I've ever received, because it has such sentimental value, is my mum, for the day before I turned 18, gave me this big teddy bear, this big, and it was a Harrods there, which for foreign audiences, it's quite an expensive department store in central London, and it had the year that I was born on it, and I absolutely loved it, to the point where it stayed with me until I became, until I had to unfortunately leave house. So that one is the best, because it had such sentimental value to me, and it was on a special day as well.
Amazing. She'll be very happy to know that when she watched the interview.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay? So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much, and enjoy the word association game. One word for family.
Acceptance.
Money.
Control.
One word for love.
Oh God. Undefinable.
Good one. Life.
Experience.
Sex.
Energy.
Politics.
No. Manipulation.
Religion.
Morals.
One word for fear.
Ego.
Friendship.
Love.
Desire.
Want.
Regret.
Despair.
Success.
Accomplishment.
One word for wish.
Desire.
One word for happiness.
Acceptance. Let's use that again.
It's all right. It's all right. One word for Waltham Cross.
Diverse.
One word for England.
Brilliant.
Cool. One word for Mary Moreau.
Magnificent.
And the last one now, acting, one word.
Freedom.
Amazing. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, tell me the most beautiful thing about Jack, and tell me something that he still needs to work on, to improve on, what he would say or she would say.
Generous to a fault. He gives things all to me all the time, and that's a very beautiful thing. And the one thing I say he needs to work on is his ability to actually step out of his comfort zone and be more accepting to things that are not going his way.
Some work in progress?
Yeah, that's a work in progress.
Amazing. Let's play now, Jack, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Jack, you can ask me a question now.
Okay. How do you find life as an immigrant in England?
Good question. Good one. Very good question. Right, Jack. I left Brazil. I was very young. I was 19 years old. I left Brazil. I moved to Portugal. I was living there for 5 years, and I've been living in England for the last 17, 18 years now. And London is home. London is home. How do I feel about living in a foreign country? Is that the fact that we always learn something new. You always, you have the chance to see a different way of living life. You know what I mean? The language, the way people talk, the way people express themselves, everything is different. Everything it's new. And I think that I personally feel great because I had the opportunity to have a different culture and live in a country where I found it's my place now, and I'm so fortunate to be in a country where I can speak English every single day. As a child, it was my dream, and I just love being in England. And for me, I know it doesn't work for some people living in different countries, because there's a lot of things involved. But personally, for me, I was very lucky. Even in Portugal, when I was there, after like a year, I was already feeling okay, I love being here. And moving to England, it was the same feeling as well after a while, and I'm so glad to be here. So yeah, for me, I see as a plus. I see as, for me, my knowledge expands a lot, and also my way of living. And I just love being in a country where it's not my, my place where I was born. So yeah, for me, it's always a positive thing. I live here in England. I love being here. Great.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're happy here.
Yes, I'm very happy for sure. Jack, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview?
Yes, I have to say I apologise for the problems that arose with the link and that.
Don't worry, it's all good. It's all part of the journey. You're not the first one and won't be the last, so it's all cool.
I just hope it's the most forgettable.
We always need to leave our signature somehow, impression somehow. Right, before you go, Jack, if you can share a positive message, something that you live by.
I would say be open to change, because the change could be better than the desired path.
Very good point. I think if you go out of your comfort zone and change things, you can find beautiful things along the way.
Absolutely.
Jack, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much for taking the time for the interview. And we keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure to connect with you, okay? Thank you.
You too. Thank you very much for letting me enjoy this.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.